Greetings trainers, my name is KuroBlitz and welcome to another video. Today I'm here to discuss a little what if scenario for the Pokemon Journeys anime. This one will be a very interesting one. I really would want for it to happen in the overall journey by the end of Generation 8, and this battle, it's an iconic one. It's none other than Ash vs B, and this would be the ideal battle, the iconic, the finale. If Hop is in the show, this should be the battle for the 9th place, the second to last in the Ultra class. If Hop isn't there or it's defeated prior, it should be the last one. It should be the battle between these two trainers who are aiming for Leon. Even though that I do like the battle in Stow Inside Gym from the games, and we can see B's hometown because Go was there with Sonia for the Darkest Day and the morale with the statues. However, I think that this will not be the location of the final battle. What I think it will happen is that Ash will use his Gengar Gigantamax and B will use her Machamp Gigantamax. It could end in a tie, it could be Ash winning because of immunity, but B has more experience and her Machamp also has some dark type moves, so it could go either way. For Alistair, sorry my man, but you are going to have Cursula and nothing more. If Sirfetch'd went to Ash instead of B, the anime can change things a little bit around. Now, before the final battle, there are other locations where Ash and B can battle before having to face off for the last time in Journeys. Two places that I can think about are the Veilstone Gym in Sinnoh and the Fighting Dojo in the Isle of Armor. As we know, we have the character of Maylene, who technically Ash never defeated, but it's a fighting type gym leader with a Lucario, so eventually Ash will go there, even just for Sinnoh remakes if those happen. The Isle of Armor, they cannot escape this, because it's a DLC from Sword and Shield, and Mustard was once a champion of Galar. He was a fighting type expert like B. He was the tutor of Leon, so they have to meet him, even if not battle. For Maylene, I want to change things up a bit because with Corina, even though we saw Lucario, we see the Minfu becoming a Mean Shell, so I think that for Maylene, we should have her have a Medicham now. Evolve her Meditite. It would link perfectly with Pokemon Masters because they have a storyline together. For Mustard, it should be one version of Urshifu. Personally, I prefer the Dark version because Dark moves hitting Lucario, it would trigger the Justify ability, so it's like the Dark Tower for Ash. So yeah, Lucario, you are going to jiggle with these two. Sorry buddy. The ideal battle, however, it needs to be in the Winden Stadium, where it all began and where it all is going to end. So it would be an amazing battle overall. Don't patronize Ash versus B. It would be an amazing battle to see. Now, for B's team. As you can see, we already saw Redlock, Hawlucha and Hitmontop for B's team. We see Machamp and Pangoro. They are two Pokemon that I think that she will use. However, one of the Pokemon is not here because they want to showcase it later. That's why Lance vs Leon was a 1v1 instead of being a 6v6, to not spoil the entirety of Leon's team. It was an in-universe excuse to try to excuse the out-of-universe explanation. For the ideal team of B, there are some characters that it should be interesting to see. Check it out. B has two teams. The team of her gym and the team of the league, because B counts as a quote-unquote Elite Four member. We saw the Hitmontop, we saw the Redlock and the Hawlucha, and we have the Giganta Max Machamp to be a key factor for both because she needs to showcase, because she has the band. Sirfetch'd is for Ash, so she has to use Pangoro and Phalanx. They are the only two options left. And just you guys look at Redlock. It's the exact same moveset he used in the anime. So yeah, B already has a setup team. And that setup team is none other than Hawlucha, Pangoro, Hitmontop, Phalanx, Redlock, and Gigantamax Machamp. This is a powerhouse of a team for fighting types. A wholesome team, a team of merit and valor to battle Ash. Now, for our boy Ash Ketchum. The man, the myth, the legend himself, the champion of Alola. I think that for this match he would try to kick it up a notch a little. I think that Ash should use his own fighting type Pokemon, trying to be on Bee's shoes, or feet because she walks barefoot, so yeah. But yeah, I think that Ash using his own fighting types would show Bee that he also is worthy of using Lucario and later on Sirfetch'd, if Sirfetch'd is going to train with Bee, like Gliscor and Charizard trained with the other training facilities that I do not know of, but it would be interesting to see Sirfetch'd training with Bee for a while, especially now that we are confirmation that he's going to train with Wigstrom for one episode. So yeah, Ash using his fighting types against Bee, it would be amazing. However, he has more than 6 fighting types, but I think that these are the ones that he should use. Hawlucha, Heracross, Infernape, I'll discuss it later, Lucario, of course, Sirfetch'd, now it's not come on, but it's Giga, because of Negiganaito. And last but not least, Scrafty. I would make Scraggy return and evolve. Now, here's the tricky part. I don't want to hate on Unova or Best Wishes or whatever, but why use Pignite when we have the stronger Infernape? Primeape returning is just unrealistic. The only thing that I can see Pignite doing, it's the Fire Pledge, creating pillars of fire to try to hit the Phalanx, but that's the battle that Infernape is going to be in. For those who are worrying, are you bringing back Infernape to make him lose? Yes and no. I'll talk about it later. Don't worry, I'm making Infernape justice, especially if Sinnoh is going to get remake in this generation. As we all know, Infernape has the unique Blaze ability, the Ultra Blaze or whatever. So, in a way, B knows what the fighting types can do, especially the ones that Ash uses. But she doesn't know how they operate or the special gimmicks that they have, so, case in point, the Ultra Blaze, quote unquote. So, without further ado, let's see how this iconic battle should go. The battle of Ash and B should start with a mirror match between his Hawlucha and her Hawlucha. This would end in a tie in order to show that both Pokemon are on equal strength, but also to show that in the beginning, both Ash and B in this match are also on equal strength. For the second battle, it should be Scrafty versus Pangoro. And I'm making Scrafty win. They are both punk-like Pokemon, they are both dark fighting, so the fighting can defeat dark, but I want for Scrafty to win in order to showcase Moxie for the next match. even though it will not win, it will be a huge help for the next match. And that will be Heracross versus Hitmontop. A Johto battle. If we have Let's Go Johto, that I do not know of, but since Chuck in the games is a Johto gym leader, but he only uses Kanto Pokemon the first time he faced them, and we see that they already met Chuck in this show, we need to see Heracross versus Hitmontop. They both deserve this battle to represent their region. For the second half of the battle, it's where things start to get all fired up, bringing the heat, literally. Infernape versus Phalanx will be the fourth battle of this match. Now, here's what I want to see happen. Infernape using Dig to make holes in the ground, and using Mach Punch to be a priority move in order to divide and conquer the 6 units of Phalanx, hitting them and making them fall into the holes, and using the underground Flare Blitz or incinerating them 1-in-1 with Flamethrower. It's like Infernape is playing cue ball with these Spartan soldiers. It validates Infernape because in a way he's battling a whole team because there are 6 Phalanx, and it brings up all of the good moves in a more strategic way. Now, this is it where it should get controversial, and for a good reason. The 5th battle of this match will be the iconic blue rivalry between Lucario and Redlock. And for those who are wondering, is Infernape going to lose to Redlock? Yes and no, and here's why. Ash, knowing of liquidation, would want to retreat Infernape, but he can't because Redlock will be faster and use Octolock to enable Infernape from being returned to the Pokeball. With liquidation from multiple tentacles, he will do super effective damage on Infernape, trigger the Blaze ability, and with that, Infernape will use the fact that he's being grabbed to his own advantage to use a point-blank Flare Blitz channeled by his Ultra Blaze in order to being taken down but dealing amounts of damage for Redlock, even burning the dude. In a way, Infernape is being the hype man for Lucario in this situation. One Sinnoh fighting type helping the other. So in a way, Infernape would lose but not be defeated. He would go out on his own terms, sacrificing himself for the team, being the MVP of the match. And then we have Lucario versus Redlock. And the final battle would be Sirfetch'd versus Giganta Max Machamp. Sirfetch'd could Dynamax. Maybe we can see the Max Ice Punch creating Hailstorm, and Sirfetch'd could defend himself with the shield like an umbrella, and with the Leak striking the belt or the chest like a Shadow of Colossus moment, like being the knight defeating the monster. And if he actually trains with B, like Charizard did in the Valley and Gliscor did with the Air Master, it would be amazing. Like the pupil trains with another master and returns to his own trainer and defeats the one had mentored him. It would be amazing. Like the kid of Kanto using a Pokemon of Galar to defeat the kid of Galar who has a Pokemon from Kanto. Yeah! So in a way, everyone has their own time to shine, and the one that actually gives the victory to Ash is not Lucario. It's Sirfetch'd. Our boy, come on, he's now Negiganaito. He trained with Elite Force to give Ash a win against the trainer who is also in a way an Elite Four member of Galar. It's perfect, it writes itself, it gives the duck justice. So yeah, this is my little what if for the ideal battle of Ash vs B. If you like it, don't forget to put a like on the video. If you have your own ideas for battles, don't forget to put it in the comments. Also, share the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel, and even more. Thank you so much for your attention, trainers, and continue on your wholesome journey.